It's not an accident that Bernie Sanders had a town hall on the same day as the Notre Dame fire. In fact, this story makes it extremely clear and gives us lots of numbers to work with, and you're going to see just how contrived all this is and how well planned this event was with the fire at Notre Dame. The headline, and by the way, and before we get to this, I want to tell you, because some people don't listen long enough to get to the last part, so this is so important. Zachary Hubbard's been talking about for a year now, or nearly a year now, that August 11 could be a big day of disaster for this world's elite system because, well, 8 and 1, he doesn't often say it, but those are the moon numbers, okay? This has to do with the moon, like 108, so, and the radius of the moon is 1,080, okay, miles. Well, there's 118 days from 4/15, the day of the Notre Dame fire and the day of this town hall, until August 11. 8/11, 118. You see the same numbers? These are moon numbers, and it has to do with the sacrifice of the divine feminine, okay, destruction of the divine feminine. And we will cover that a little more. Now, we're going to take the numbers out of this article, but we're going to start with a headline and show you just how it is right here, a 3-2-2, like skull and bones, okay? That's the best known match for that. Also in this story, there's a whole lot of people mentioned, so let's just start, about a whole lot of newscasters and so on, so let's start with Bernie Sanders. Let's start with 83 here in reverse full reduction. Now let's go through some of the news people that were there at the town hall, or not that were there, but that they're comparing the ratings to, I should say. This is a ratings comparison about how Fox News beat all the others, which I don't care about that at all, and you'll see why. Okay, so Bernie Sanders is 83, like Fox News is 83 in reverse ordinal. They also talk about Tucker Carlson, who's on Fox News, who's also 83 in reverse full reduction. Okay, it also said that Tucker Carlson had 583,000 viewers between 25 and 54. We're going to see at the end of this why they keep mentioning this 25 to 54. Why this arbitrary number that's mentioned over and over in this article, 25 to 54 age range. And no, there's a reason for it. We'll get into it, but not yet. Hold your horses. So now MSNBC is also mentioned on here, of course. MSNBC. Now that's only one away, 84 or 48. Oh, okay, MSNBC. I missed the C. I thought it was 84. Yeah. So there's the 84 right there. Only one away from 83. Now in the article it says that they had 2,180,000 viewers. Well, take that number, 218, just remember that, okay? Well, Bernie equals 109 in reverse ordinal. Sanders also equals 109 in reverse ordinal. So what is 109 plus 109? 218. You see the numbers are just contrived. It's baloney, okay? It's bullcrap, okay? Oh, what is CNN that they compared to? 83. Again, in Jewish cipher, okay? Now, when the day of these events were 4/15/19. 4/15/19 is 4 plus 15 plus 19 is 38. Again. So how does that compare to Notre Dame, and why? How does this? Well, fire equals 38. Collapse, remember Notre Dame collapse is 83, the reflection. Not a coincidence, okay? Now look how collapse equals 24 in this septenary cipher over here. Well, what collapsed? A spire, okay? And obviously I'm not just pulling words out of my butt. These are the words that are in the articles, okay? These are just the well-known, okay? Not the ones about Notre Dame, because they're not going to tie them together for you. But take any of the words from the articles from yesterday about the Notre Dame fire, and you just see these words, okay? They're not arbitrary. They're like the first ones I checked. It's not like I had to go through 100 words to figure these out. I mean, it's just simple and obvious after a while, okay? Well, if you think that the spire and the fire was an arson, well, I think you might be right. Look at the two words. I mean, compare them. Look how similar they are. 67, 68, 32. Obviously, it was an arson. This was a planned government ritual, a destruction of the divine feminine. Make no mistake about it. Also mentioned on here was Cuomo's prime time, which is 77. Remember, Bernie is 77 years old right now. Now, CNN, and this is so interesting, in the article it says CNN had 1,006,000 viewers, plus 309,000 between that 45 to 54 age range we were looking at. Now, 106 is prophecy. That's very important. And 309 or 39, if you take the 0 out of it, is Old Testament. It's a God number, okay? 39 books in the Old Testament. You know, that's why they say it's 93, the reflection, million miles to the sun, okay? This is no mistake, because a prophecy of Our Lady, which also equals 39. Or if you will, in the French, Notre Dame Cathedral, which equals 319 in reverse ordinal. And what was Bernie doing at the same time? He was having a town hall, 39, in reverse full reduction. You see how obvious that is? A 139 over here. You know, this is 39, but 139, like Freemasonry is 139. You know, 139. By the way, Sean Hannity is also 59. Now, so the day of the interview was 4/15/19, and Sanders on that day was 77 years, 7 months, and 7 days old. 777 represents the opposite of 666. 666 represents the base consciousness. 777 represents the higher consciousness, the being elevated to an enlightened status. And what is a town hall? It's an opportunity to be elevated to the presidential position, okay, to pitch that growth or that chance to try to become the president. This was not an accident. So Bernie Sanders' birthday is 9, 8, 19, and 41. So 9 plus 8 plus 19 plus 41 is 77, almost like he was planned to do something on this day from the day he was born, and make no mistake about it, he certainly was, as all of these people are chosen by their numbers in this system. Now, again, we said Cuomo's prime time equals 77 as well, and Notre Dame Cathedral also equals 77. So do you see how it all just comes together? How this can't possibly be a mistake? And by the way, we were talking about Sean Hannity. Well, Hannity didn't fit the 83 theme, but it is 35, just like Bernie. You see, it's 35. Okay? So now, I promised you that I would tell you why they keep saying 25 to 54 age range. Why is that so important? Why do they keep saying 25 to 54? That just sounds so arbitrary. Well, it's actually really simple. Okay? Well, 25, 54 times 2 is 5, 108. Don't worry about the 5. It's not relevant. The 108 is extremely relevant, because that is the radius of the moon in miles. Okay? That is here, 1,080. Okay? And we see that as a sacred number all the time. And then, if you multiply that number times 2 again, you equal 10,216. Okay, the diameter of the moon is 2,160 miles. Make no mistake about it. We were talking about the destruction of the divine feminine. Our Lady is, by no big exaggeration whatsoever, the divine feminine. I mean, how much more clear can it be? I mean, what better symbol, divine feminine, can something be that is a 800? There's that number 8 again. Okay, like the moon, the circles meaning the moon. That's why 108 is associated and assigned to the moon, because 8 is about circles, and the circles are about heaven. Okay, because the 8 has 2 circles. Well, and the heavens are about the circles in the sky, and supposedly the entire sky in the ancient world was a big circle. Okay, so they assigned 108 to the moon. Well, what better representation could there be of this divine feminine than Notre Dame, which is divine in the Catholic sense, or at least to Catholics, and, you know, means Our Lady, feminine. You know, how much more obvious can it be? And this is what really eats me up. Okay, how can we not see things like this? Like, during the town hall, they delivered 2,554,000 average viewers in the range of 25-54. It's the same freaking number. And I guarantee you there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, no, you're just making that up. I don't see it. You know, I don't get it. I don't understand. You're just making stuff up, pulling that out of your butt. They're the same freaking numbers. And this is what bothers me. There's so many people try to say they don't get this stuff. Well, I just proved this 1,000 different ways. They planned this way in advance. Okay, this was supposed to be on this day, and the fact that they did is so much more evidence, okay, that this had to have been planned way in advance, because the numbers go together so well, and they can't just coincidentally come together like that. They had to have had time to do this, probably a lot of time, probably decades. Think about what's going on and get out of this crazy system. Don't believe anything they tell you anymore. Fox News is full of crap, just like CNN, just like ABC and MSNBC. I used to just be a Fox News fan, okay? I used to be, the typical conservative, and conservatives are right and Democrats are always wrong. I'm telling you, they're both wrong. They're both the same crap. They're all a stage, a fraud, a phony. This is a play, a drama. So, I appreciate that people like Hubbard and Chikozy and all them have, and Derek come out with this gematria and have taught gematria so well, because they made it so clear. You know? There can be no question anymore about this stuff. Was it an arson? Well, the spire and arson are the same gematria. How else do you think it could have been on iPet Goat 2? Because somebody has a gematria calculator out there before Derek Takuri invented one. Okay? Because they use this stuff. I mean, you don't have to technically use a calculator. You can just, write out these ciphers and figure it out. It just takes longer, but I'm sure by now somebody has invented some AI machine, artificial intelligence, to do that for them. So, it's very clear. So, thanks for watching, and rather just beat this to death, please like, share, and subscribe.